Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at structure and expressions as part of the Passport to Advanced Mathematics. As always, we're going to be doing 5 questions, explaining them and looking at the intricacies of this topic so that you can ace the SAT math portion. If you like these videos or found them informative, please be sure to like and subscribe. And with that, let's get started. All right, question number 1, and here it is. 243 times p to the 36m minus 75 times q to the 16m. Let's factor out a factor of 3. And we are left with 81 p36m, p to the 36m minus 25q to the 16m. And if you've seen this before, this is the difference of squares. So we're going to take the square root of both sides, and then we're going to take the square root of both of these, and we get, what do we get? We get 9p to the 18m. Remember, our exponent will say that we just divide it in half because we're raising it to the 1/2 power. So square root is raising it to the 1/2 power, so we're just dividing by 2, not squaring the 36 itself. That's all we're doing. And it's going to be 9p to the 18m minus, or we can do plus for the first one. So plus 5q to the 8n, and then multiply this by 9p to the 18m minus 5q to the 8m. Now, if you don't know why we're doing this difference of squares, look up like difference of squares, or look up like a squared minus b squared, or a plus b times a minus b, and you'll understand how we're taking this whole thing and factoring it down into this. It's an incredibly important factorization, as you can see here, and it's very useful, so you need to know it. But in this problem, we see that 3 times 9p to the 18m plus 5q to the 8n times 9p to the 18m minus 5q to the 8n. And looking at our answer choices, that seems to be choice B. And that is our answer, so let's move on. All right, next question. This one also looks like a difference of squares. That we take the square root of both sides of each of these. And that's what we use for the difference of squares. So we have a to the 2x plus b to the 18y times a to the 2x minus b to the 18y. And that's going to be the difference of squares. Nothing to it, very simple. And our answer then is going to be choice D, as that is the one that matches up. And let's move on to the next question. Okay, here we have s cubed t cubed plus 1. So this is going to be the sum of cubes. Right now, there are several factorizations, right? We have a difference of squares. We do not have a sum of squares, but we do have a sum of cubes, and we have a difference of cubes. The sum of cubes is going to be s plus 1, or say we have x to the third plus 1. We have x plus 1 times x squared minus x plus 1. And now instead of x, we put st, so we have st plus 1 times s squared t squared minus st plus 1. And looking at answer choices, that is going to be choice D. And let's move on. Question number 4. This looks like the difference of cubes, right? So we're going to take, now let's do the difference of cubes. So x cubed minus y cubed is going to be x minus y times x squared plus xy plus y squared. And then instead of x cubed, we have 8x cubed. So instead of x, we have 2x. This is going to be 2x. And the y, we take the cube root of y 12, so we get y to the 4th. So it's going to be 2x minus y to the 4th times 4x squared plus 2xy 4th plus y to the 8th power, which is going to be choice D. And let's move on. All right, question number 5. This is another thing we see, sum of cubes, right, being factored. So x cubed plus b cubed is going to be x plus b times x squared minus xb plus b squared. and we're given x squared minus xb plus 9, so b squared is going to be 9, and since we're told, I can't see it, but since we're told that here, that since we're told here that b is greater than 0, then b is going to equal to 3. All right, so our answer is 3, and we're done. All right, so this topic was mainly about just these factorizations. There are 3 factorizations that you need to remember. Those are the difference of squares, the sum of cubes, and the difference of cubes. Remember all 3 of those. You can always look them up if you need to, if you forget them. But be sure to memorize them when test day comes because they are extremely useful, as we've seen here, and we were able to fly through the problems with them. And now we're going to continue our study of the passport of advanced math, and I'll see you next time.